So, getting back into Pokemon Zoom 2 after some time, we're gonna be going into the Little Cup today, and this is the quick show-off of all the mods I am gonna be using. Well, spoiler alert, Coughing didn't really get the shine, but in earlier attempts of this, like in the second match at least, he got to at least be shown off. So there's that. So I guess Rip Coughing. Coughing, I think, was a good choice due to the high physical defense and Sludge Bomb. Yeah, good physical wall hits hard, just didn't get to show off. But anyway, this is the first match against Youngster Bernie, and he's not too bad. I'm just kind of be out here sweeping with Abra, and he starts with the Sun Current. It's really nothing too threatening, and the first thing you're probably noticing if you've been watching this in kind of order is that, yes, I am actually gonna give it an attempt with commentary, but with this commentary, it's gonna be post-commentary. It's just because if I were doing live commentary in this, it would have just been me raging my guts out the whole time, and I don't really want that to be a good first impression, because on this attempt, I was just pretty tilted throughout like the first few matches, and I just seemed like I was done, and yeah, I just one-shot the Slugma, and in my earlier attempts, I led with Mankey, but I think this was an accidental lead with Abra, fun fact, but Abra, I think, showed better results overall, because with Mankey, I had to do cross-chop misses to put up with. Yeah, because I think the majority of the stuff on this guy's team is weak to fighting, so that's why I went with Mankey, but I think Abra just pulls off better results overall, because Mankey I have to put up with the cross-chop misses, and in the other attempts when he had the Slugma on his team, it turns out, unless I crit, Slugma lives, which is kind of surprising, because I know Slugma has no stats other than special attack for being a basic Pokemon, so yeah. That's the first match one, it's nothing too bad, it's just an Abra sweep. Yeah. That's the Zephyr match, but we've got a long way to go. So yeah. So the next match is with Picnic or Stacy with a bunch of normal types, and there is some stuff that can come to bite ultimately, but this is a kind of a luckier attempt. Actually, that's a lie. I think Mankey died. I don't think this was a... Actually, I think it was. I'm probably thinking of another attempt. Yeah. Leads with a Teddy Ursa. It has a focus band if it wants to be a pile of garbage, but speaking of being a pile of garbage... Oh wait, I'm thinking of another attempt, because... Yeah, I think in earlier attempts, Mankey missed the cross chop or something. Yeah, Mankey missed cross chop on the Teddy Ursa, like... And then, like... Embarrassingly enough, like, I missed the cross chop on the Mankey, it got the Teddy Ursa, and it got the Teddy Ursa has Fury Swipes, and it landed enough Fury Swipes to kill Mankey, and I then made a bad misplay in that same attempt. I should have went into Coughing to try to kill it, but I wanted to average to try to kill it, but I think it lived, or yeah, I think it lived, and it killed me ultimately, and Coughing I just don't think could have done it. And yeah, this was the perfect attempt of this match. Well, I took damage, so it ain't flawless, but I gotta continue, which I pretty much restart the cup anyway if I die, so yeah. I don't like using continues personally. I'm not gonna hold a grudge against anyone if they use continues. Play the game how you want to play the game, so I don't care if you use continues, I just don't like using continues to win. So yeah, but then we move on to this pain in my ass. Camper Grant, and oh god, it was just this match I just felt like I had to be rolling the dice, and I hated it. So yeah, I love with Abra just because Abra could have probably put a good dent into anything, but usually leads a Diluc, and a failed attempt I have. He's of a Totodile for a change. And I lost him there as well, because garbage happened. And yeah, went for the swagger, and this dude's team is pretty much a confusion team, and confusion sucks. So yeah, but fortunately I got lucky with the Diglett and one-shotted it. So there's that. But now he goes into the Chinchou, which has been the absolute bane of my existence. It's not even funny just how much it's been the bane of my existence. It has Spark, Confuse Ray, Thunder Wave, and Takedown, and a Berry just a troll, and as you'll see right here, I had to let the cross shot to be guaranteed out of here, but this was the moment I think Mankey had to be a pile of garbage, and you'll see it miss him. I might be spoiling a bit with my commentary, but it's post and it's the winning attempt. So, yeah. Yep, Tack had to miss. Mankey had to be a pile of garbage, and Chinchou got the kill. So there's that. So I had to go. So I went back an hour to get the damage on it. Because I think my plan was I was gonna try to hopefully get 2 damage on it. But either way, it's gonna. But that's, I think, a lower roll, so that's not exactly ideal, because I think 23 minus, yeah, it would have gone, like, 15 damage is, like, a low roll, so I think chances are it would have lived, but I think I had to go for another Psychic, just because, like, I don't think there would have been a point in trying to wear off the confusion, because I might need to do it for later, but I got lucky and got the crit, and that guy can eat my ass. That's my way of telling him to eat my ass, because, yeah, and this guy's just been a pain in my ass. Like, my run's been usually on the 3rd match with this guy, for whatever no good reason. I didn't want to keep the confusion around, so I made a safe play and going into Doduo, so that I don't think the duo was gonna kill, because this is a rental Doduo, so it's not gonna have anything crazy. It's like, these rentals are gonna have like one good move depending on the mon, like, and Doduo's good move is Tri Attack, which isn't bad, it's just not super effective. It's just good for big damage if wanted. So yeah, and I had Swagger. I land myself, and Doduo goes down, not finishing its jitter, which is upsetting. You know, speaking on subject of rentals, like, they gave, like, rental Abra of all things, which is already just a really strong mon for being, like, a first stage Pokemon, compared to all this other stuff. Psychic, and that just melts so much. It hits a lot of things really, really hard. So there's that. I think you would expect them to give him like Confusion or Psybeam or something, but no, they gave him Psychic, and making Abra kind of a broken rental for the Little Cup. The way it would have been made more broken is that if it had the elemental punches in. By that point, it'd just be over, but yeah. That little thorn in my ass is gone, and now we move on to Pokefan Janet, and her team is really manageable enough. Like, half of her team is weak to Abra, but as you'll see in this match, she brought none of that side of half. She brought the opposite, but they still pretty much get one shot anyway. Well, Sandra here gets one shot by a roll, I learned in this attempt. Like, in a previous attempt, the Sandra got outright one shot by Abra, but not in this one. So Abra might have been a risk at dying, but she was stupid and went for the double team, which is kind of a main thing with her team, but yeah, and this Sandra actually kind of has a crappy moveset with Dig. Like, you would expect Earthquake or something. But it's Dig, double team, Swift, and Sandstorm. I think it's Sandveil it's called. If that existed, if abilities existed in general, Sandveil was among one of them, man, that Sandshrew would have been kind of scummy if it didn't kind of easily die, but yeah. Speaking of Sand, like, if the whole, like, rock types getting raised special defense, now that Junior's here, if the rock types having raised special defense were in this gen, that'd be just set up for Junior, but no, it's just one shot otherwise. Yeah, this Paris comes in next, and you expect Paris to not be a problem, but as you'll see, Paris actually lives, and it didn't even go to the red, which was really surprising to me, because I know Paris has, like, no stats. So, it was surprising to get, like, a perfect 3/4 of its health. But, yeah, I had to back Abra, because I didn't want to deal with sleep and all that crap and do damage. I could have maybe stayed and tried to let it wake up, but I just wasn't in the mood, so I just go into Ponyta, and I could have Fire Blast, but I just want accuracy, and I thought Tackle would have been enough, but it lived on one, so I don't know if it would have been a roll or not. But yeah, this Paris, just throughout this match, wanted to be obnoxious. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe I should have Fire Blasted, but I didn't want to risk the Fire Blast miss, just in case. Horsey might have been in trouble. We might have been in trouble otherwise, but it lived. The Paris lived, so we were fine to go for Twister, 100% accurate. If we were consistently missing, then that would have been a problem, and that may or may not have happened to me on a previous attempt. Yeah. Not accuracy 100, I get worried. I mean, everyone would be worried, but it turns out that Paris doesn't have a grass move, so I think Horsey was pretty much just fine. It might have been in danger, but yeah. Well, technically that Paris had Spore, but the only other move it had was, of course, Double Team. Yeah, but now we're halfway through, and we're gonna fight Schoolboy Clark. And decent diversity with the team. Like, I think a ground type with, like, a rock move would probably be a good dent. I can't think of, like, well, Diglett, never mind. Like, I think a Diglett could probably do good wonder for this team, but I don't know the rental Diglett at the top of my head, but I assume it's pretty bad if I didn't pick it. Well, I think it was Magnitude as ground stone, and I don't think it had a rock move. I'll put text on screen to show off the rental Diglett's moveset, because as I mentioned, I'm using rentals because I don't have it in me to really grind out like a Little Cup team with like egg moves. I don't have it in me to do that. So, I could grind it out on my crystal file, but I won't. Yeah, that Smooch has a Quick Claw, and it went for the Psychic, not like Hidden Power Ghost, which would have actually probably been dangerous. Yeah. And on an attempt, I actually got to this kid, and I actually failed, because he got, like, absurdly unbelievable. Like, he got the Quick Claw proc, just as Smoochum was about to die, and it crit. so it had to be a pain in my ass just because Abra would have died of the following thing probably if it didn't Abra didn't kill. But speaking of unbelievable, that takedown miss was actually really good because now Abra can get a free kill for Growlithe. Like, I would have went in with Horsey anyway and probably killed it then, but yeah. We're down to Mareep, and this Mareep actually managed to pull off some god shit, as you'll see. So I didn't think Mareep was going to be an issue, but I figured it was going to live, but beyond that, I don't think it was going to be an issue. Goes with the Thunder killing Abra, which is expected. And he has a Magnet boost, so for all I know, that Mareep could have just one-shot Abra at full health. I don't know, that Thunder, but I go into Ponyta and I do kind of do much the same and just go for the tackle, which I think was proven to be a bad play. As you'll see, I should have maybe already went for the Fire Blast, but I thought the tackle would have been safer. And as you'll see, it goes for the Thunder Wave, and that's gonna prove to be incredibly obnoxious, as you'll see. The Paraproc on Ponyta constantly went through till it died. Ugh. Yeah, and I went to the red doing that damn thing, and I got the parrot. I was just raging, and yeah, that berry didn't save Ponyta, which is nice. Just to waste time, I guess, but and you'll see. Thunder actually missed there, and I thought Ponyta could have gotten the kill, but nope. Just Paralyzed Luck has to come through. Of course. Man. I don't know. Ponyta's item need a berry, I should have maybe. I don't know, at the top I have the charcoal in my bag at my crystal file, cause I know you can get like a free charcoal after you get like the Farfetch puzzle. I don't think I bothered to pick it up, so there's that. My Horsey just comes in for the kill, and then we're good to go for the next match. Yeah, speaking of god shit, I think that... Look at his team. Yeah, that Growlithe just got really lucky as well, I believe. No, it wasn't that. I just kept missing my attacks on the Growlithe when it should have died. Like, I missed the Hydro Pump twice or something like that, and then Ponyta just didn't let it die. I should have just tackled it. It was stupid. You know, we move on to the next match with Swimmer Quora with... If you're familiar with the Challenge Cup, the Swimmer's whole shindig is just using a tract all day, which can't prove to be obnoxious, but as you'll see in this map, she didn't really bother to try that. Yeah, and I took my time thinking about this one, but I think it was clear Mankey was gonna... Mankey and I were gonna put in the most work, yeah. I think I brought Horsey as backup for like Wooper and Budo to hit it hard. But yeah. As you'll see in this one, this match went a lot smoother compared to the previous two matches. No obnoxious luck in. Honestly, with that frame with Cross Chop, I don't know why I will occasionally do that, not just showing it right away. With the Cross Chop animation not playing right away in that frame, I thought it missed and I was gonna be mad, but it got it. And now she brings it oddish, which I could have just maybe wanted to Abra and Psychic didn't be fine, but I think the safer play would have just been sacking off Mankey, just so that I wouldn't really have to worry about Sludge Bomb critting or poisoning, because I feel like if Sludge Bomb crit, it was probably going to kill Abra. But even a neutral hit, outright hit, Abra might have died, I'm not sure. It has a berry as its item, so yeah, I don't think Oh, this would have been a huge problem, but I just had to play it safe. So there's that. Just got berry proc in 1 second, speaking of which. Yeah, I just go in for the kill here with Abra. And be fine for the rest of it. And yeah, speaking of Abra, I haven't gotten Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl for myself yet. Speaking of Abra, man, seeing, like, those, like, because I watched, like, streams or Let's Plays of the game, at least, and seeing the Abras just having power early on, not just hidden power, like, they actually outright have charge being involved things, like, god damn. It doesn't take kind of the Piplup, you're just kind of Piplup soloing. Yeah, I think other Abras have other coverage as well throughout that game. Like I said, I haven't gotten the game for myself, I'm not sure if I will. It looks like there's a pretty good challenge thrown in there, but I'm just not in a position right now where I really want to get the game. It looks fun. It just seems like there is some fun shit you can do with it, but just not sure if I want to get the game right now. I might get the game at some point, but not right now. I'm one of those people who was more excited for Legends Arceus over the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and it would be fun to try to play around with it, but I feel like by the time I get the game, like, all the glitches and all that fun stuff would probably be patched. I wouldn't mess around that much. In case you don't know, like, Diamond and Pearl remakes are kind of just as, they're on par, or maybe even worse than Red and Blue's brokenness. So there's that. But the underground and all the other stuff looks fun, but I just don't have it in my possession yet. That's all. But anyway, we're moving on to the semifinals, and this Scyther I predicted the lead of, because this Scyther is pretty much the main star of this teacher's team, and I know it actually came down to a roll, because in one of my attempts, I actually failed here, because the Ponyta actually didn't kill. Like, I think the Firewalls came down to a roll, and it didn't kill. The Scyther lived on 1, and then the following turn, yeah, because of the berry I had, like, I got to live another wing attack. But then the following turn, because that Scyther had a Focus Band, it procced the Focus Band, and therefore it got to live, which is upsetting. And that probably sealed my fate, I don't know. Yeah, this Delicate is just as much of a threat, because it has the hard-hitting Thunderbolt, and it's really speedy. So there's that. Unfortunately, Ponyta got to live and got a Fire Blast off. Assuming Mink or Abra live, they got to go in for the kill on Elekid. I don't know, I feel like on that same failed attempt where I got to the Teacher Girl, which was my furthest attempt by that point, I feel like Elekid would have swept me in the position I was in. Because she had the Scyther and Elekid, which is pretty much the two main stars of her team. And this Elekid also packs a magnet on the... as the item. There's that. So I can hit hard without having to risk a miss or anything like that. I'm like that Marie. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah. Swine up here. And I don't think she had the Swine up on my failed attempt at this. I think it was Eevee instead going in for the quick attack kill and like Ponyta. No, I think it was Abra. Ponyta was dead by the time Scyther was through. I think so. I don't remember anymore. I think Scyther went for something stupid now that I think about it, but yeah. I got lucky with a takedown miss and again, but I think I would have tried to kill with Mankey anyway. I have Mankey in the back, but yeah. I got lucky with Swinum, which has take down Miss Blizzard and Endure. Yeah, Blizzard might be a problem. Oh, and that... Oh, apparently that Swinum has Bright Powder. Oh boy. So that could prove to be problematic if you get absurdly unlucky, which I got lucky with Swinum, which is good. But now we move on to the final battle versus Pokefan Rex, and I am just blessed that this was my first attempt win, because was my first attempt with Rex and I got lucky and won. There's that. And I brought Ponyta, Abra, and Mankey. Like, Ponyta was more of the scout filler pick. Mankey I brought for the Chansey because Chansey is a special wall after all, but has no physical defense. Just to cross-chop one-shot it. And I will, of course, just try to clean up, if so. Yeah. And he leads outright with Chansey, which can be a problem with moves like Icy Wind, Thunder, has Iron Tail for rock types if need be, but chances are if you're using a rock type, I feel they're gonna be like rock ground, like Larvitar, Rhyhorn, Geodude, if you're putting those to use. I'm trying to think of like a pure Gen 1 or 2 rock type stage basic Pokemon, which I can't really think of right now, honestly. It's really me. Oh yeah, the fossils. Yeah, the fossils. Yeah, I got played. I was just gonna cross-chop, but he's switching to Ghastly, which could prove to be a problem in my team, so I had to go into Abra and try to get it out of here. There's End. On the subject of Unevolved Mobs being potent for Little Cup, Scyther, which I'm pretty sure is banned in like Smogon's Little Cup or something. Why would you include like a... I don't know if Scythe... I think it's over 500. Its base level is over 500, but... like, why would you include a Scyther of all things if it has the same base as a Scizor, man? But Scyther isn't invincible, I feel. Like, it is prone to just dying to rock types, like... I find that most of the time, like, it's not really set up or anything like that. Like, Steel Wing won't kill, so there's that, and... yeah, as you saw... like... I don't know why I'm stuttering so bad. As you saw, he went back into Chansey and didn't want Ghastly to die and wanted to save Clear, knowing that Chansey would eat it. And it took like a quarter of his health. So there was that. So I thought Tackle would have been doing a lot more damage, but it's only Tackle of all things. But that's why I didn't do much. Or something else like Stomp or Takedown would have done more respectfully on, but this is a rental we're talking about. So that luxury ain't happening, so I wanted to put it to the test to see if Fire Blast would do more damage and Tackle, which it did. Not really enough to kill, not by much. And yeah, as you saw, I got lucky with the Egg Bomb miss, which was really good. So now I go in for the kill, because I thought at the time, like, I thought it did enough, but I wasn't paying attention that well. And it lived, which a burn proc there on Chansey would have been really sick. Speaking of really sick, the double missing the Egg Bomb is also really sick. I'm actually going to look at Egg Bomb's accuracy right now. But I was just like, oh, 75% accuracy? Yeah, I can see why I missed twice in a row. I thought Egg Bomb's accuracy was much more respectable, but no, only 75%. Yeah. Here comes another giant threat to the team, Abra, which... the dude's team in general is just very fast Mons, I think. Yeah... I mean, yeah, it's just hard-hitting, fast launch, which is good for a little cup. There's that, and Abra's really isn't an exception at all. You know, this was kind of a dangerous spot I was in because if Abra died, I think that was it. But this Abra went for 500 and Thief itself. And that was gonna kill if next turn if I focus and I had on my Abra. It didn't proc. But as you see, I think I got lucky, too lucky for my own good from the crit there. I think in general, in this attempt, I was just getting too lucky for my own good at points, but at the same time, the AI did some stuff as well. Yeah, I was worried that Gassing might have outsped, but we outspeed and therefore won the match, which was great. Which was super great. I was partying so much when I won this. You guys don't even understand. You know, if Abra got outsped, it was over. It was just over. I was so tilted. And I was so tempted to just use a continue that I had. I was just so tilted I have to do this again, but nope. We're in the Hall of Fame, and thank you guys for hearing me out on my commentary, which I want to give a try for a change on my videos, at least in the stadium ones. I'm not sure if they're going to stay around, like, I might start doing it from now on, maybe live, I might stick with post, but I think this was an okay first attempt at the post commentary, but yeah, the next time will be the Prime Cup.